Hey, what's up guys? Before I start this video, I want to get some input from you out there. It's been brought to my attention that the last few videos of mine have had some audio issues, that the audio has been too low. Now, I record these videos into my cell phone because my cell phone has a pretty nice 4K camera on it. But if you do a lot of recording on your cell phone, you know a lot of the mics on cell phones, they're not that great quality, and some of them are in odd places. So I went out, I invested in a nice little lapel microphone here that plugs directly into my phone. So let me know, is the audio improved? Is it still too low? Is it too high now? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks. Hey, what's up people? Piz out here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the mini NES. The NES Classic that Nintendo recently announced was coming out this holiday season, November 11th. It is a sort of reproduction of the classic NES console from 1985, but much smaller. You can hold it in your hand. It's a plug-and-play system. You can plug it directly into your television through an HDMI port. It comes complete with 30 classic NES games on it and an old-school NES gamepad that uses the same plugs as a Wii or a Wii U, so you can use this gamepad on your Wii systems. And I'm really excited for the mini NES because I don't get to talk about gaming very often on this channel. I did a video probably a couple of years ago talking about my gaming history, which starts with Atari, but was really, you know what I mean? It really blew up around the time of Nintendo and the original NES back in the mid 80s. So I'm really excited to get the mini NES and revisit a lot of these classic games. You know, and the games that come with the system, it's A-list title after A-list title. You get Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Tecmo Bowl, Super C, Mega Man 2, Double Dragon 2, Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Kid Icarus, Excite Bike, Legend of Zelda. The list goes on and on. A-list title after A-list title. There's some little eccentricities, I think, amongst the titles. You get Mega Man 2 instead of Mega Man, which is fine. I think Mega Man 2 was better than Mega Man. You get Super C instead of just plain Contra, which is fine. I think Super C is better. You get Double Dragon 2 instead of Double Dragon, which again, fine by me. I think Double Dragon 2 is much better than the original Double Dragon. It's a really great assortment of basically every sort of gaming genre. You got beat 'em ups, you got shoot 'em ups, you got platformers, you've got sports games. Tecmo Bowl, oh my god, Tecmo Bowl. I loved Tecmo Bowl and Super Tecmo Bowl as well. So you've got sports games, you've got puzzle games, you've just got, it spans the gaming gamut. So many awesome games included in this system. Now, the one downside is it's not going to be an upgradable system. You're not going to be able to add more games to it. You get these 30 games and these 30 games alone. It's going to retail for about 60 bucks. My only concern, and after having talked to a couple of my retro gaming buddies who are more sort of versed on Nintendo, more so than I am, my only concern is that that Nintendo doesn't produce enough mini NESs to supply the demand. And they both assured me that they won't. Nintendo will definitely screw this up in some way, shape, or form. They'll sell out super quick, and they'll go on eBay being sold for $200-300 during this holiday season. And then next year in March or April, they'll go, hey, here's some more. I really, really hope Nintendo doesn't botch this release. I mean, they've got to know that this is going to be a major thing, not just for retro gamers, which really the mini NES doesn't seem to be targeted toward the hardcore retro gaming community who already probably own all of, the entire, NES cartridge library already. Although I'm sure they'll want it just for, collecting purposes. It really seems like this set is targeted towards, me, towards the person who grew up in that era playing these great games and, really want to revisit them. And granted, I could emulate them all on my PC, but, this is a first party, this is a Nintendo produced plug and play set here. And we've had plug and plays, we've had Atari, there was an Atari one that was done by a third party company, there was a Sega one that I had that I think it was done by a third party company, but I think it was somehow licensed through Sega. I don't know. I had that one, and the games were some of the games at least were a little choppy, so to speak. So we know that, it's a Nintendo produced and endorsed plug and play system that's going to go through HDMI. So we're going to have good quality. They're going to be emulations, but they're going to be really good quality emulations of those classic games. So I'm really looking forward to it. As soon as I saw the announcement, I was giddy. I was giddy to be able to play those classic games again. They just bring back so many memories. I mean, again, Tecmo Bowl, oh my God, Super Mario, oh my God. Punch-Out's on there. The Punch-Out, not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, the other Punch-Out with, was it Mr. Dream, is going to be on there as well. Castlevania 2, which I wish they would have added Castlevania 3. Maybe left out Simon's Quest, just do Castlevania and Castlevania 3. I understand why they didn't. There's a great assortment of, first-party Nintendo games and third-party games as well. So maybe they wanted to keep the balance there between those two. And Simon's Quest, I have a lot of fond memories playing that game. Yes, it was annoying, but I have a lot of fond memories playing it. I do think Castlevania 3 was quite a bit better. I just remember going into that room with the woman whose little chat box says, "Let's stay here and live together," and just kind of crouching there in front of her and, okay. And just for a laugh. But yeah, so many great games and such a cool, just collectible, thing. Just a really cool collectible thing. So November 11th, the mini NES loaded with just A-list Nintendo titles, plug and play, HDMI for high definition. I just hope Nintendo doesn't botch the release. Make enough to supply the demand, Nintendo, because I can't imagine anybody who doesn't want, the classic NES in a cute little mini form that'll be hold in your hand. I can't wait. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for the pre-order because I want to get in on that pre-order and make sure that I'm able to get my own. But this news is a little bit old, but I still wanted to talk about it and share my excitement with you guys. And let me know, what were some of your favorite old school NES games? If you're someone of my generation who grew up, with Nintendo, I mean, my thumbs will get so stiff and like crack and pop and go on. Nintendo thumbs, still to this day, Nintendo thumbs. You know what I mean? I think Nintendo needs to we need to Nintendo needs to have a Nintendo thumb policy the same way the NFL has like a concussion kind of policy, and pay out those of us who are suffering with Nintendo thumbs for the rest of our lives. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope the supply meets the demand. And let me know what you guys out there, what your favorite classic NES games were to play, or what games that aren't amongst this 30 would you have liked to have seen added, like a Castlevania 3, or I don't know, whatever, Master Blaster, Rescue the Embassy Mission, Friday the 13th, Jaws. Let me know in the comments section below. As always, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Take care, and until next time, peace.